Hi Dave, good to see you again today. Just want to recap on what we went through today's lesson. Just got to say that the changes we made last time, done really good work on those, and they're certainly making a big difference in the golf swing. So looking at the grip, left hand grip in particular, making sure we can see two knuckles on the left hand, that's fantastic. And also we've opened your stance up or your body alignment to make it aim a little bit to the left, and again was doing that one really well today. Also, one thing we saw as well is that most of your weight was favouring the balls of your feet this time rather than the heels. That's made a big difference in the striking of the golf ball as well. So a couple of things that we discussed during today's session was mainly the ball position, and you can just see there on the video on the left that it's just a little bit right of centre, so we got you to move the ball position back to the middle, and also because the ball position moved forwards, we also needed to move your swing centre, so we got you to favour your weight a little bit more on your left hand side, so probably 55-45 of your weight, percent of your weight, sorry, was on your left hand side, just to move that swing centre back in front of the golf ball, just slightly. The other part of the game that we had a look at really was down to weight transfer. Now we touched on it last week, but again, just went into a little bit more detail of it this week. So the swing on the left is what we took earlier on, the swing on the right is one that we did when we were getting you to do a little bit of a drill. So just highlighting the areas we're talking about. Looking at the backswing, you can see how much movement you've got there to your right hand side during the backswing, putting all the weight mainly favouring on the outside of this right foot. And again, looking at the weight transfer forwards towards the left hand side, as we're coming into that golf ball, you can see now your body's working hard just to return pretty much back where it started. So your upper body or your swing centre is still behind the line of where they started, and also the weight transfer or the shifting of your hips have pretty much returned almost where they started. They have crept a little bit further forwards, but nowhere near far enough. So we got you later on to do a little drill, which was to make a swing and actually take a step or walk after the golf ball itself. Now the idea of doing that was to encourage the weight transfer moving beyond where the weight started in the setup position. So we're getting the weight more towards your target as you're swinging down, or in theory to try and get your swing centre slightly in front of the golf ball to get the descending blow into the ball to make the strike much more consistent. So what happened there was, again you can see there's still a little bit of movement there in that backswing, trying to stay a little bit more centred on that the centre line there. Certainly stop the swaying of your hips so you're staying more into those boundaries, and then from there on the downswing we're working into transferring that weight a lot more to the left hand side. As we're coming into the golf ball now, you can see we take it just back a fraction, so there we're just approaching impact, and if we've got a comparison of the two, you can see there that the video on the left hand side, your left hip has literally just returned back to where it started, whereas now your left hip has now travelled probably 3 or 4 inches beyond where it started. So that's good weight transfer with your lower body, which in turn will bring your swing centre back to that centre line, which was already in front of the golf ball. So that's encouraging the downward strike into the golf ball itself, creating a much more consistent strike. And obviously as we continued that swing through, the weight continues to move forward, and then you started to walk after that golf ball. So that is an exaggeration on the movements that we're looking for. So we're looking for that weight transfer moving forwards, but then working that into a good finish position without the step afterwards. So the step is an exaggeration. We're looking to make the same movements, but then put that into a good finish position and watch that golf ball fly. So keep working on those drills, and if you've got any problems, just give me a call. But good luck with it, and I look forward